everybody. We are entering week 5 of Applied Linguistics, and this week we are starting to repeat a little bit of information. So I'm hoping that it will be smooth sailing for you. This week, you're going to review that semantics is all about meaning. You're also going to review syntax, and when we're talking about syntax, the English teachers will love this because we're talking about our sentence structure and the order of the way that we say things. And it might get a little wordy in that part of the chapter for some of you, but just push on through it. This week, you are assigned to read chapter 11 in your textbook, and I want you to concentrate as you are reading, and I want you to pick out the practical, important things that you will be able to apply in your classroom. And we know that adult learners do better when they have a purpose for learning. And so that's what I want to give you this week as your purpose for learning. I want you to read looking for things that are going to help you in your future classroom. Also online in your folder for week 5, you will see some presentations made for you by Dr. Bratton. And I'm going to add to your list that you need to play in the sunshine. Now, today that wasn't possible. I live over in Plant City and it was cloudy today and rainy, and I was at Southeastern for the past, well, technically the past 17 days. But it has been rainy over in Lakeland as well. But this week at your first opportunity, whether you're in state or out of state, I want you to arrange for some time to get out and play in the sunshine. Quickly looking at those presentations made by Dr. Bratton, one of them is on syntax. It's a little difficult to read and see everything. It's just black and white, so you're going to have to add some color and excitement in your own way, as terrific readers do. There's another presentation created by Dr. Bratton on semantics, and she tells you right at the beginning that she gathered this information by Googling semantics. And so there's a lot of review of definitions, things that you've already been exposed to in that presentation. You have a nonsense words assignment this week, and you'll also see a little presentation in week 5 on that. I am not really particular about the 15 to 20 words. I think when I teach this class face to face, the students will work together coming up with some nonsense words just quickly in a small group, and I'm not really worried about counting them. If you have access, and of course you do through MyFire, but I don't know how comfortable you are with that. But if you have the opportunity to contact somebody else in the class and maybe combine your words together, that is perfectly fine. So if you're both able to come up with a combined effort of 15, that's great. I don't really expect 20 from anybody unless you are just having so much fun and you can't stop yourself. It might be that you work all by yourself and you only come up with 7. That's okay. I want you to feel free to go ahead and submit only 7, because this is just an assignment that I think would work much better in groups. And although some of you know each other and are great buddies, some of you may not. So I don't want to be legalistic in the 15 to 20 words. I just want you to realize that there are some words that are going to sound like complete nonsense to our ELL students in the classroom. So don't feel like you have to do 15 to 20. Again, the important thing for this assignment is to make yourself more aware of some of the vocabulary and words that we use. Remember, we modified our chapter summary assignment. It just seems like an awful lot of work to summarize each chapter. I would like for you to modify your chapter summaries that you're submitting this week. And remember, I sent you a message way back at the beginning of the month, I believe it was. I'll have to check my email and see. But I asked you then to consider shortening your assignment down and only summarizing 2 chapters. Now, of course, I still want you to read all of the chapters that you are responsible for, but the assignment link is going to ask you to summarize chapters 5, 6, 7, 2, and 11. It's not that you couldn't handle that, because you certainly could write 5 pages of summarizing the chapters. That's not a undue amount of work by any means. But I would just like for you to really focus in on the things that you think will be most practical in your classroom, or maybe 2 chapters that really had the most relevant information in your opinion. And I really want you to learn something from it. I want you to get into the content of the chapters and tell me how you can apply what you have learned in your own classroom. Also, just another little reminder, I do need you to submit some examples of nonsense language. Let's say Mary Jane and Sue work together on the assignment, then it is perfectly fine for both Mary Jane and Sue to submit the exact same Word document under their name. So if you do have a buddy that you want to work together with, that's fine. You can put both names at the top of the paper. But if both of you will submit it on MyFire, it will just be a lot easier for me as I enter grades in the gradebook. It will remind me when I come to Sue's name that she worked together with Mary Jane, and she did indeed complete the assignment. So try to have a little bit of fun with that, and I will check back with you later. God bless.